What's up guys, today's video we have daily challenges, Madam Nazar's location, as well as collector challenges which will appear at the end of the video. We have seasoned venison, yarrow, 9-banded armadillo, we have some free roam events, we also have NPCs looted, don't reach high hostility within a day. Madam Nazar is at the same location as yesterday in the area between Blackwater and Manzanita Post. You guys should be pretty familiar if you visited her yesterday. So for Yarrow, you can find this across the map. There is 4 little convenient locations over here, not too far from where Madam Nazar is. All you have to do is visit about 2 of these locations, and you should be able to get your 5 plants for your challenge. There's also plenty of spots over at Emerald Station and the Heartlands. Also a great area to find some herbs if you need to get your seasoned venison. Hopefully you guys have some stored up, but if not, you should be able to find plenty of deer in this whole area in the Heartlands and at Emerald Station. There's also a campfire conveniently located if you need to go ahead and cook your venison. Next up, we have 9-banded armadillo. You can find these pretty commonly all over New Austin, from Tumbleweed to Armadillo and then south down to the coastline. And here's basically the general area. There's a couple spots that I like to go to where my marker is over here at Cholo Spring. I usually can find my Gila monster and 9-banded armadillo in that same area. Also this part of the southern part of the Tumbleweed area, but also down near the St. Louis River near the coast. So next we're going to go ahead and talk about the collector challenges. Keep in mind you will need a metal detector. Also keep in mind some of these items will change on a daily basis for each group. So you might find an arrowhead one day, the next day it might be a piece of jewelry. Also keep in mind tonight at 8 p.m. East Coast time, these locations will switch to the next day. So we're going to start off in the southern part of Tumbleweed over here, and you should be able to go ahead and get yourself jewelry, heirlooms, dig sites, arrowheads, tarot cards, and coins. First location was an heirloom dig site, second was a piece of jewelry. Then I found a random coin, an arrowhead down at the coast. On the island you should find a piece of jewelry, a quartz arrowhead south of Scratching Post. In Scratching Post you should be able to find an arrowhead and an heirloom, and then also a tarot card at that location, another tarot card. Then you have a dig site where you should find jewelry, another site over here where there's jewelry and a random coin. Just go ahead and pull out your metal detector, you should be able to find the second location over there. So here we are, now we find a tarot card, a piece of jewelry, another piece of jewelry on top of the hill. There is a coin over here. Sometimes you can see a dog that leads you to this little area where you can get an antique bottle. It would appear as a white dot on your mini-map if that ends up popping up for you, but it doesn't always. You have a tarot card at this location. Then we move on to a piece of jewelry. At Rathskeller Fork there is a dig site. It should be an arrowhead. And then inside the little shack over here you will find an heirloom. Next up, we're going to move over to Armadillo. You should be able to get your tarot cards and flowers done. The first location is a tarot card. These next 3 locations are going to be flowers. Then we'll move on to a tarot card. We have another tarot card. Then we have a second coin. And at these locations here, I found a random coin and an antique bottle, although the random coin could be a piece of jewelry or an arrowhead for you. That does switch sometimes. Next, we're going to go ahead and move over to McFarland Ranch. This area is great for arrowheads, flowers, heirlooms, dig sites. First 2 locations are flowers. You can find an heirloom dig site here under the bridge. We have a flower at that location, an arrowhead or a piece of jewelry. Right here is a tarot card. We have a dig site where it should be an arrowhead, although that could randomly switch. We have another dig site with an heirloom, a coin. Move on to another dig site which should be an arrowhead. Then we have a tarot card and an heirloom dig site inside of tall trees. And over at Quaker's Cove you should be able to find yourself a tarot card. Last location we're going to talk about, you should be able to get your jewelry and heirlooms. First location is an alcohol bottle. Then we have a dig site which should either be an heirloom, arrowhead, or a piece of jewelry. Then you have a coin, piece of jewelry, another piece of jewelry. That's also a piece of jewelry right there. Then you have an heirloom. Then we move on to the back porch of this house coming up. There is an heirloom. We have an arrowhead on the coast. This can be a piece of jewelry or an arrowhead. Then we move on to a heirloom dig site. And then if you need another alcohol bottle, there is one located up here. And then we'll talk about the alcohol bottles and eggs for the rest of the locations if you need to get those challenges. So this last clip is going to be for anybody who needs eggs or alcohol bottles. You can find one over here just a little west of Van Horn. There are some eggs at this location and that location. An alcohol bottle there. You can find 3 eggs in the southern part of Rhodes, an alcohol bottle in Braithwaite Manor. There's an alcohol bottle there. And then we have 3 eggs at this location. You have an eagle egg here, and then 2 other locations that we've already talked about for alcohol bottles at Aurora and then in Big Valley. So hope the video helped. Appreciate you guys watching. See you next time.